Alright, this is Unit 7, Lesson 4. Today's learning target is I can divide one digit by two-digit numbers with remainders. We're going to start today's lesson by looking at groups and grouping objects. So you can raise your hand for the first page. Alright, so it says divide into groups of 5. So groups of 5 means 5 objects in one group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I can see I have 2 objects left over. So, how many groups of 5 can be formed? 1, 2, 3 groups. And there are 2 objects, 1, 2, that are left over. Number 2 says divide into groups of 3. So 3 objects in a group. 3, 3, 3. And I can't make 3 objects in one group, so then that's my leftover item. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of objects, and I have 2 objects left over. Let's look at number 3. Objects in groups of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Have to go into that second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are leftovers. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects left over. Alright, let's go to number 4. Divide into groups of 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. It's really important that you make sure there are 4 objects or whatever this number is in each group. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups with 1 object left over. Alright, I would like you to complete the rest of this page and the back page, which is the same thing with different objects. So complete the rest of that page and the back, then raise your hand for a star, and then we will move on. Okay, so when you saw on this page, you have the number of groups. This is going to be the division problem. This number is going to be what we call your remainder. We've worked with a little bit of remainders before, and today we're going to have all problems with the remainders. So your next page, your steps are still going to be the same. So you're still going to divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Does McDonald's sell burgers? So first step, 7 divided by 3, that's divide. I know that 3 goes into 7 2 times. My next step is to multiply. So I multiply 3 times 2, which is 6. My next step is to subtract. So you subtract 7 minus 6 is 1. And my next step is to bring down my 6. Then I repeat the process, starting with dividing again. Now I have 16 divided by 3. 16 divided by 3 is 5. Then I multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. After I multiply, I subtract. 16 minus 15 is 1. Bring down. There are no numbers left for me to bring down, so this number right here is what we call a remainder. So I write 25, remainder 1. Make sure that that R becomes before the 1. Alright, let's look at number 2. I have 99 divided by 8. So start with 9 divided by 8. How many times does 8 go into 9? That is 1 time. Then I multiply. 8 times 1 is 8. My next step number 3, is to subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1, and then I bring down. As soon as I bring down, I go all the way back to the top and I divide again. 19 divided by 8. Or how many times does 8 go into 19? 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract 9 minus 6 is 3. Okay, so I just subtracted. My next step is to bring down. There are no numbers to bring down, so that means this is my remainder. So I have 12, remainder 3. Alright, let's look at this next one. This next one's a little bit different. I cannot do 3 divided by 4 because 3 is smaller than 4. 4 does not go into 3. So I place an X or a 0, and then I do 31 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 31? Well, I know 4 times 6 is 24. That's not high enough. 4 times 7 is 28. And I know 4 times 8 is 32, so that would be too high. So I do 4 times 7, which is 28. I just multiply. Now I'm going to subtract. That's 3. And there are no numbers to bring down because I went into 31. So this problem is finished with a remainder of 3. Alright, let's look at our next problem. 12 divided by 5. Okay, look at my first digit. 1 divided by 5. 5 does not go into 1, so I place an X above the 1, and I do 12 divided by 5. So 12 divided by 5, or how many times does 5 go into 12? That's 2 times. Then I multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract. And then are there any other numbers to bring down? Nope. So then I have a remainder of 2. So 12 divided by 5 is 2, remainder 2. Alright, go ahead and continue working on the rest of this page. As soon as you are done, raise your hand for a star. And then we're moving on to your homework. Alright, your homework will be this page. If you have paper homework, it is not in your packet, so you'll need to have a printed copy from me. If you're doing it on Schoology, everything is ready for you to go. If you have questions, raise your hand. When you're finished, you are working on IXL, the division numbers on the board.